Yo, 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 it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, as it has been a little bit of everything circulating in the news this past weekend. We had the Spurs going to the finals now after beating the Thunder. We had the boxing match going down out here. But then in the midst of that, the Roots picnic became the topic of discussion because Jay-Z got on the stage dissing everybody. So that was a big major thing trending on Twitter. But then in the midst of that, we also get word of a video with Diddy and 50 Cent baby mama, Dirty Daphne, and some other dude supposedly that got leaked and put out there. And I said, wow, I'm not clicking that because of the fact what they already said in the courtroom about Diddy, allegedly, supposedly, the type of stuff he into. And then, bro, even before they went to court, who ain't never thought that Diddy had a weird alternate lifestyle? So I'm like, I'm not clicking nothing with Diddy on there at all. No Diddy bitties or no safe form of fashion. But I see it as trending and people posted it up. I'm like, nah, get that up out of here. I'm not clicking play on none of this. No how way Jose. But then 50 Cent caught wind of it and went up on the gram. And now Dirty Daphne didn't even came back and responded. Now 50 went up and posted up a repost and said, she is not a victim. Sire is, which is his son. Can you imagine going to the 8th grade to find out this is your mom? The court system in LA thinks it's fine. Then after that, 50 even took it to a point to mock Diddy's size from the video, supposedly, of what he's seen, I guess, because for 50 to post that up, that means he went and watched it. Now, we got to keep it all the way real with you here, 50, before we get into what Dirty Daphne had to say today. 50, this your baby mama, bro. At the end of the day, this is your son's mother, and he is, I guess, like somewhat of an enemy of yours. Diddy got a little twisted mind, as we can see. So in his mind, not only was he getting down with your baby mama, he was really getting back at you the whole time. And we heard how he was doing them with the freak-offs, having them get trains ran on them by other men. So he with her, then he getting other dudes to with her, and he seeing you online dissing them. So no disrespect to the son, no disrespect to the situation of the family thing like that. I just feel like 50. It ain't no, like, I get it. And I believe that 50, you can have no feelings for her, have no ties to her. You ain't messed up about her at all. And you just like, hey, whatever, it's done. I did that at one point in time. I done moved on. But you can't really talk down on Diddy right now. You can do what you want to do, but just on the outside looking in, you really ain't got no wind on him right now, bro. Because Diddy finna come home, and he ain't even finna care. He finna get right back to it. Just keep it in 100. He just ain't gonna do the parties no more. He's still gonna do his little events and partying and being all over the place. He just ain't finna party no more. But Diddy finna come home and still be active. Let's just keep it all the way 100. Now, Dirty Daphne caught the wind of this video coming out and said, everybody plays the fool sometime, and I have been the biggest fool. I just wanted my man at the time to be happy and satisfied. I wanted to fulfill all his desires, even if that meant breaking my own boundaries. I deeply loved him, and I believed he loved me too. It's still so painful for me to process the harsh reality and truth of that relationship. But as time passes and in my quiet moments, I realized that it was far from love. The recent leak was a tape I never consented to being filmed on. I was blackmailed by the person in the video and was threatened that if didn't give him the lump sum of money, that they would leak it on the web. I almost gave in to this demand, and once I didn't, this person eventually sold this tape to a giant media outlet. The media outlet called me one day and said they had the tape and asked if I had any comment before the release. It was the first time I ever fainted in my life. Once the media company understood the tape they purchased was revenge porn and an extortion scheme, they backed off from broadcasting it. I know they're probably reading this, and I want to say thank you for doing the right thing. Even though years later, it's come back to haunt me again. It took me all day to find the courage to rewatch my abuse. Having to watch this tape was triggering and painful because only I knew the inner turmoil and pressures I felt in those moments. And y'all can read the rest of that right there, screenshot it, whatever. Let's keep it 100 right here, dog. She's an adult. She chose their lifestyle. She don't want to go get a job. I mean, 50 Cent is, I know, paying child support to take care of his son. She want the easy way out. You know, Diddy had other women. Diddy didn't put no gun to your head and force this, so I'm just keeping it 100. You did it because you was getting paid, and she was still with Diddy up until the court date, till he got arrested. Let's keep it 100. He paying her bills, taking care of her. She signed up for this. That means he wasn't forcing you. It was consent. And you say you didn't know it was being recorded. I don't know if Diddy had secret cameras in the room or not. I don't know if he had a camera stashed in the cut, but I'm pretty sure Diddy was, I don't know, Diddy got his own lifestyle, Sugar Daddy Diddy. He probably was like, hey, we gonna watch these together after they over. Just keeping it 100. I don't know how they go. That's not my lifestyle or anything like that. What Diddy do inside his bedroom, that's what Diddy do in his bedroom. And if you go in there as an adult and you keep coming back, and he can take care of you and pay for you for this is volunteering on it. Now, I'm not saying that it's right for somebody to pressure somebody into do things that they know that they probably wouldn't want to do or do this or that at all. Never that. We ain't never co-signing abuse or anything of that nature. But if you going up in there and volunteering and getting active with it, that's on y'all. I'm just keeping it all the way 100 with that situation. But this is a wild one right here. We got some other conversations covered today. Sauce Walker, we got to get on dog. He done jumped out there with something all the way left. Then I see that Boosie then jumped out there and caught a case on something out here, innocent until proven guilty in that situation. So that's coming up. We waiting on the Sauce response, the Boosie video coming. Then I had another video I want to do on Jay-Z with him in that situation because something that transpired from that. We got a lot to talk about today. Y'all stay locked in with us. Stay on your pivot. Urban Politicians TV. More coming. 1,000 for shit show on the Patreon or the website, Urban Politicians TV. Got some exclusive stuff on there. Got some more coming.
Combs is pushing to have his prison term cut short. The rap mogul's lawyers took his case to a federal appeals court in New York on Thursday. They say his sentence for a sex-related conviction was too harsh. Jerika Duncan is here with more from those arguments. Jerika, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. A lot to consider here. Sean Diddy Combs' lawyers argue a judge wrongfully sentenced their client by considering more serious charges than what he was actually convicted of. They also say it is the most prison time ever given someone convicted of the same charges with a similar criminal history. Now, one of the prosecutors in this case insists that Combs' 4-year, 2-month prison term is below federal sentencing guidelines and in line with similar convictions. Last summer, as many of you remember, a jury cleared Combs of sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy charges. The rapper was convicted of lesser prostitution-related offenses. He had pleaded not guilty to all charges and denied wrongdoing. He's scheduled for release in April of 2028. Nate, this should be interesting. It could take a couple of months before there's a decision. One of the judges in that appeals court saying that this was an exceptionally difficult case.
All right, Jerika, thank you.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't calling me to uplift me, if you ain't calling me to I'm not 911, I'm not in the mood, don't call me unless there's some love on the other end of the phone. Matter of fact, I'm working.